Kimbangu, the Eternal Guardian, a superhero story inspired by true events by Michael Massa. The land of Kongo groaned under the weight of oppression. The European colonizers, wielding their whips and guns, sought to crush the spirit of its people. They came with false gods, dividing the people and enslaving their minds. But among them, one man stood tall, a beacon of light in a world consumed by darkness. Simon Kimbangu, a healer, a prophet, a liberator. He did not wield weapons, yet his words struck harder than any blade. He did not wear armor, yet no bullet could pierce the divine aura that surrounded him. His enemies feared him, not because of his strength, but because of his truth. They captured him. They chained him. They locked him away, thinking they had silenced his voice forever. But the spirit of Kimbangu could not be contained. Even in the cold dungeons of the Belgian Congo, his power grew. His people whispered his name in secret, and his legend spread like wildfire. 9 months after his supposed death, something miraculous happened. On July 29, 1952, as dawn painted the skies of Kisangani with gold, Kimbangu returned. His followers, still hunted, still persecuted, gathered in the town of Lowa. Fear gripped their hearts, fear of the whips, fear of the guns, fear of the colonizers who sought to erase them. But suddenly the air crackled with energy. The ground trembled beneath their feet. A radiant light emerged, and from within it, Simon Kimbangu stepped forth. His eyes burned with celestial fire. His voice, deeper than the rivers of the Congo, echoed across the land. "Do not fear, for I have returned to fulfill the prophecy. Yesaya, Messiah, Jesus Christ, has given me eternal authority over the four corners of the world. The keys of heaven are now in my hands." His words sent shockwaves through the spiritual realm. The chains of fear shattered. His people stood taller, their faith renewed. They knew now they were not alone. But the colonizers sensed it too. From the fortresses of their ivory towers, they watched in dread. The man they thought they had destroyed was back. They sent their armies, their assassins, their priests with their corrupted scriptures. But this was no ordinary rebellion. Chapter 3, the final battle, the ascension of power. On the night of August 5, 1952, the forces of darkness made their move. The colonizers, desperate to reclaim their dominion, unleashed their might. Armed soldiers stormed Lowa, carrying rifles that had spilled the blood of many before. But Kimbangu did not flee. He stood at the heart of his people, unshaken, unafraid. The sky rumbled. Lightning cracked without a storm. The heavens trembled. Kimbangu lifted his hands and a celestial glow surrounded him. The bullets fired by the soldiers never reached him. They froze in midair, then dissolved into nothingness. The ground beneath the oppressors shattered. Their bodies grew heavy as an unseen force pressed them down, forcing them to kneel. Their tongues failed them. Their hands trembled. For the first time, they felt the weight of true power. Then Kimbangu opened the sky. A divine portal tore through the heavens. Light, pure and unimaginable, poured forth. The people gasped as they saw a realm beyond worlds, the true kingdom of the Most High. With one final message, Kimbangu spoke. "At the time appointed, all men will speak one language. There will be only one church and one king will reign over the world." And with that, he ascended. Like a bolt of living light, he rose into the sky, his form becoming one with the divine radiance. The heavens swallowed him whole. The light lingered, burning into the memories of all who witnessed it. The colonizers fled. Their power was broken. No bullet, no prison, no force of man could ever silence Simon Kimbangu. To this day, his name strikes fear into oppressors and brings hope to the lost. His power remains unseen yet alive within those who carry his truth. Kimbangu did not die. Kimbangu was not defeated. He became eternal. And when the time comes, when the world is ready, he will return. For the battle is not over. The war for truth continues, and the eternal guardian watches from beyond the veil. The legend of Simon Kimbangu lives on. Eyes! Kongo Diato! On fire!